Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Does one receive more reward for paying zakah during the month of Ramadan? Does one receive more reward for paying zakah during the month of Ramadan? Bismillah. So, as with all other good deeds, in Ramadan, it's multiplied. And the principle doesn't only apply to Ramadan, but generally, good deeds in more virtuous times and more virtuous places are generally always multiplied. If one looks at Salah, for example, in the Haram of Mecca, the Haram of Medina, and Aqsa, okay, that's a bit more specific and, exclusive. But in general, you see this approach, praying by oneself as opposed to praying in jama'ah, praying in the masjid, praying in the front saf, right? There's more virtue depending on where you are. Praying in a place with no distractions as opposed to praying in a place where there's pictures and the like. There's a big difference. Praying at the beginning of the waqt as opposed to the end of the waqt, and so on and so forth. So if we select our good deeds to be done in the month of Ramadan, or we do extra good deeds in Ramadan, that's our objective. But there's a problem with certain deeds. We can't, for example, perform Hajj in Ramadan because it's outside of the months of Hajj. Zakah presents us with a problem as well, in that zakah supposed to be paid as soon as the lunar year passes on a nisab amount of wealth. And unfortunately, if this takes place outside of Ramadan, zakah becomes obligatory immediately and it becomes payable immediately. Is there any way around this? Yes, there is. One could opt for paying one's zakah ahead of time, with the caveat that you need to comply with the rules of paying one's zakah ahead of time, and we have various answers for that and detailed answers in seekersguidance.org. But still, you are responsible for paying your zakah when it is due if you did not pay ahead of time. Should people aim for the month of Ramadan for their zakah? I think if individuals decide to do so, it is good and there is khair in it for them. I do, however, think that if everyone or the majority of people focus their spending in Ramadan alone and there's no distribution of wealth at other times, this could also have some negative consequences, and Allah knows best. That is, of course, something that should be understood within context, because technically zakah is supposed to be for poverty alleviation. So whether it is in Ramadan or outside of Ramadan, if zakah is done correctly, then the impact of zakah should still be felt regardless of when it is paid, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah.